Hi, and welcome to Conversations on the Couch. I'm Debi Lynes here with Michael Mark. Good to see you. Larry Mark, great to see you. We have a glorious, wonderful guest today. I'm so excited about this.
Yes,
Percy's mom.
Percy's mom. And this is
I was
Percy.
Percy's mom one time, and now I'm Percy's mom.
Yeah, that's right. Joy Corley, who's nearly a lifelong friend of Robin's and mine. Married to Rick Corley, the adoption attorney that we interviewed 6 months ago on the show. And Joy has taken a dream and made it something tangible. And she has written a book and self-published, and this thing is on fire.
It really is.
It is. It's a national treasure already. I think I've seen posts on Facebook from almost all over the country, and recently you were up in the western part of the state, northwestern part of the state, I think, and touting it, talking about it. Tell us a little about how it came together, and then we'll meet Percy live in a little bit.
Well, let me just start off by saying this time a year ago, we hadn't even gotten the camper, much less written the book. I had written some other books that I had on my pad that I'd shared with close friends and family, but I was still I was dealing with a lot of personal stuff. My sister was in the latter part of her life, and I was helping to take care of her, so all of those things were kind of on the back burner. So anyway, we got the camper the end of December, and we got this camper so that I could take Percy camping by myself. It was something I could manage alone. And then his reaction to it was just absolute fertile ground for this story. I mean, there's no shortage of material with Percy. Let me just say that up front. But this story just came so easy. Visually, I thought it was an interesting story. And I thought the message of the book would resonate with little people. I think it resonates with big people too.
Can you share with us what that vision is and the message?
Okay. Well, Percy is, despite that he weighs 82 pounds and he is a pit bull, he's a red-nosed Staffordshire Terrier, he's pretty much afraid of anything new. And it's just hilarious to watch. Well, but the rub is he's also very nosy, so he's got to be the first to find out about everything. Rick pulled up with the camper. He shot past me out the door, almost knocked me down. As soon as he saw it, he almost knocked me down to get back in the house. And he proceeded to hide in the bushes. I just would leave the door open. I'd go out to mess around with it and leave the door, and he would come and be peeping and looking. And as soon as I would act like I was going to try to get him to go toward it, he'd go literally hide in the bushes.
Would he really?
He really would. Well, then, I guess maybe 3 weeks later, we had some folks over for a cookout, about 10 people, and they wanted to see it. We're all out in the driveway. He bursts through the crowd and jumps up and lays down inside of it and looks around like, I've never been scared of this thing a day in my life.
That's right. This is my camper.
That's right. And the first time we took him camping, we went to James Island County Park, and they have a fabulous dog park there. That sealed the deal.
Right.
He loves the dog park better than anything. So then he was all about camping after that. Now, if he sees us messing around, he's the first one in the car.
I love it. So are you and Percy and the cast of characters going camping and also on a book tour?
Yes, we are. We made our first stop in the upstate the week before Thanksgiving. We were up in Greenwood, and we went to 3 schools in 2 days and met with 6 different groups of children.
Nice.
And again, the gist of the story is almost everybody's afraid to try something new for the first time. And you have to muster up your courage, because you aren't going to ever know unless you try.
I love
which
this.
is sort of the message of this book too. And I make a comment in that in my acknowledgments in the book. There is a whole community of authors in Beaufort.
Oh, it's amazing.
And they all
Percy.
They all are very
Percy.
supportive of each other, and they have just welcomed me and helped me any way they can, and they helped me overcome my fear to do this. So
great.
I love that.
Anyway, self-publishing is a whole big learning curve.
Oh, I bet.
And they helped me learn how to do that too. Susan Sullivan, It's a local author
Yes,
who
I
wrote
know
her
her.
book.
She's great.
Yeah, Bobtails,
Yes.
and she self-published, and I couldn't have done this without her.
Well, thank
Tell us about the
you.
illustrator just before we
Yes.
close.
The illustrator is Lauren Reeves. She lives here in Beaufort.
Oh my
She's
gosh.
a graphic designer, and then she went on to do illustrations full time. I found her through Susan, and we had a wonderful collaboration.
Look at
Nice.
this. Here, I'm going to hold
Oh,
You can't get on this
And on that
couch.
note-
Mom.
Yeah.
And on that note,
You can't get
stay
on this
with us.
couch.
There's more to come.
He said, I prove you wrong.
yeah.